Radio was a life-changing invention that has paved the way to how we communicate. Lives have never been the same. What started as a wireless telegraph became what is now called the radio. In 1895, Marconi proved the feasibility of radio communication when he sent and received the first radio signal. 11 years later, the first radio program of voice and music was broadcast in the United States. For the first time, one person could speak to many, and since then, radio has been a medium of entertainment and communication. The first network was born in 1923 when a radio station in New York linked to a station in New Jersey to broadcast the 1923 World Series. The fascination was continuing to grow, and radio was becoming the king of media by the 1930s. Nearly one-third of all families in the United States owned a radio and would sit and tune into the tales of the Lone Ranger and many other radio stories. By 1935, the FM radio is born. In the beginnings of radio, advertising was indirect. The extent of advertising was incorporating product names into radio programs. The first form of advertising was when the government would use the power of the radio to enlist soldiers. Advertising was quick to latch on, and the first actual commercial was broadcast in 1922 from radio station WEAF. Today, advertising costs are based on the station's ratings. The most expensive day part is morning drive time 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., Monday through Friday. Advertisers can reach their specific target because radio has numerous niche markets. Radio's advantage is that it can be the most powerful, cost-effective way to reach a broad number of potential customers than any other medium. Radio reaches 93% of all U.S. consumers every week. Radio is one of the most portable forms of media, with nearly half of its listeners being drivers. People have a more personal relationship with radio because they listen to local personalities talking about hometown events. Along with the advantages, radio comes with numerous disadvantages. Commercials are an interruption to entertainment, and people can easily skip to a different channel. Radio signals can easily be interrupted, resulting in the station becoming static. Another disadvantage of radio is that it is often just in the background of people's everyday lives. Past generations grew up on radio, securing a loyalty to it. The new generations of young people do not have that same connection, and therefore, the future of radio will see big changes. The two main changes that radio is already heading toward are podcasting and HD radio. A podcast is a digital audio or visual file that is produced in a series. Podcasting has already proven to be successful, and it's only going to keep growing. Using a podcatcher, you can subscribe to a series of files and download them onto your computer or your MP3 player. Podcasting allows many more voices and opinions to be heard. It is able to target much more specific niche interests than traditional radio ever has. Frequently compared to TiVo, podcasts allow people to access their favorite programs whenever they want. New HD radio technology provides clear, CD quality audio from regular FM channels and analog FM quality for AM channels. HD radio allows for several commercial-free sub-channels to broadcast on the same frequency. Also, you can pause your program, and in the future, you'll be able to rewind and record programs. Some HD radios have a dock for an iPod or iPhone. If you hear a song you like on the radio, you can tag it, and then your tagged songs will be listed the next time you connect to iTunes. Audi and Volkswagen recently announced that they'd be offering HD radios in some of their 2010 models. Volkswagen is also looking into adding HD radio to some of their new touchscreen radios in the future. Since the first commercial broadcast, radio has had its ups and downs of capturing hearts and falling under criticism. Radio is not going anywhere though. It is reinventing itself by embracing new technologies and catering to the lifestyles of new generations.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Welcome to the Hotel California. Let's kick it. You want hot, you want rock and roll. This year's remix got some fun.